All right, it's time to wrap up this broadcast with the Alderson's Award West postgame show. For trophies, awards, T-shirts, and so much more, go to aldersons.net for their full catalog. Welcome back to Capitol High School. I'm Paul Strophe, joined by Josh Kaiser. Those of you watching live or on demand, if you were watching this postgame show in the recap on Eli Sports Network, here's what happened. Cougars get out to a strong lead and take the first set 25-16 behind the serving of freshman Eleanor Davis and the good frontline play by Trinity Neal and Grace Williams, And then the great second set, much different story. Cougars changed the rotation. Houghton no longer playing, and they're started playing who was it they brought in? I think maybe Perkins to play some back row. And unfortunately, it was back and forth. A lot of points picked up off of errors by both sides. But it was back and forth. Nobody had a big run, really, until the end. Gig Harbor started to pull away. Capital cut it to 21-24, but Gig Harbor pulls it out. 25-21, that final point. And that second set coming from Ava Engeland, the libero. Third set goes to the Grace Harbor, 25-20. And the final set, Grace Harbor dominating the Cougs, although the Cougars made a valiant effort at the end to try to get back in it. But Grace Harbor takes it 25-18 with Samantha Heim picking up the final match point. All right. So that puts a wrap here on this one again. The final score, Gig Harbor taking 3-1, 16-25, 25-21, 25-20, and 25-18. And now it's time for our home team MVP, brought to you by Thorbeck's Wellness Centers in Chehalis, Centralia, and South Bend. Strong today, stronger tomorrow. Strongest together at Thorbeck's. And for the home team, there's a lot of good candidates. Nobody had a phenomenal game for the Cougs in terms of consistently getting a lot of kills or big plays. But overall, Josh and I talked about it. We felt that Sydney Bronson was pretty consistent. Some great hustle plays by her. She did a good job setting when she was setting. She did a good job hitting when she was hitting. So we'll give the MVP for the Cougs to Sydney Bronson. And our visiting team MVP is brought to you by Pacific Sports Bar in Chehalis. Pacific Sports Bar can get you back in the game in a hurry and is the leader in rapid recovery and to get you game ready at Pacific Sports Spa. And our visiting team, the Gig Harbor Tide, we have the MVP. We're going to give it to Anya Wild. A lot of very qualified candidates. Solid play by Ward and Engeland. Cameron Kelly in the middle. Bryn Fortner. Audrey Allen doing a good job in the back row and serving. But Anya Wild, we just felt we called her name a lot. We weren't able to track stats, but feel like she was probably leading the team in kills and definitely a consistent hitter for the Tide. All right, well, that'll do it for Josh Kaiser. I'm Paul Strophe. For more action, be sure to go to elisportsnetwork.com to check out scores and highlights as well as schedules for future games. Thanks for watching Eli Sports and NFHS Networks. Have a great night.